Welcome to live video of me splitting firewood again. Fill her up. Welcome.
How you guys doing?
No gloves, super smart. Oh yes, definitely. I have my reasons of why I don't wear gloves. Never have. I love your shows and videos. Thank you. I love working with wood. So do I. I think gloves would do. You think gloves would do anything? I'm not sure. I just don't like wearing gloves. Get caught and pull your fingers into the blade. Yeah, I know one guy who was splitting. No, he wasn't splitting. He was using a sawmill, and he was wearing gloves. The glove caught his finger and sliced his finger off. Please be careful. I always do. guys, welcome to my live. I don't know why, Scott, your message didn't show up. It won't let me look at it. I mean, I can look at it, but I have no idea. Don't cut your fingers. That will be healthy. Well, we'll make it for good content. I love the way you cut the wood. How much would you split an hour or cords? With this, if I'm not doing a YouTube live, I can split a cord in an hour. Compared to my old box score splitter, I still have. I used to use, it would take me 3 hours to split a cord of wood. What's up, guys?
Alright, so if you happen to notice, sometimes I throw wood over here, and sometimes I throw wood right behind the camera. If it's can be split and straight for bundle wood, then I normally split it like this. It's pretty straight. So I'll split this down for my bundle wood because it doesn't have a whole bunch of knots. So I can just put it right in my bundle. So if you see me throwing it in two different spots, that's why. I try to answer every one of your questions if I can.
There must be some. I have no idea. Mind your fingers, boy. Yep. An electric powered splitter, and it was too slow to get anything reasonable out of it. Yes, I don't like electric anything. Where do I live? South Jersey. Get another phone so I can have one by me. That looks too fast to be safe, but I'm sure you know what I'm doing. I know. I can say I kind of know what I'm doing. I mean, I've been splitting firewood since I was 17. I'm 23, so not with this splitter. I haven't owned one. I've used this one. I used to work for a landscaper, and we would split firewood for overtime, and this is all he had. So that's why I got this splitter, because I know what it does. I've used it many times before and I feel comfortable with it. And at full throttle, you have 0.3 seconds to move your hand from here before your hand's gone. It ain't stopping. I mean, you can throw it in reverse, but still, you got 3 seconds. I'm burying my jacket. I gotta unbury it before my bundle wood. When I'm splitting, most of my firewood I split is all bundle wood. I try to get as much bundle wood as I can because I sell through that stuff like it's nothing. So whenever I'm splitting, I always try to get as much bundle wood as possible because I sell that like crazy.
I'm just moving some of my fake pieces that I have farther down. I didn't quite bring them over. But yeah, this splitter is way different than the splitter I originally had, which is a 27-ton, I forget the exact company, but it's a 27-ton Lowe's splitter. So when I found this one, I had to get an upgrade because as if you've ever split with a 27-ton log splitter, the cycle time is like around 30 seconds or longer just to split one piece. So it takes forever. Like you could go and eat breakfast and come back and it still would be splitting. So that's why I started getting that's why I really jumped to it when I got the super splitter. Some of these are just a hair long. Neighbor children saying hi. One second. What's up?
Oh,
Where's the firewood?
that's the firewood. That's working. Ready? Woo.
Have fun watching if you want. Man, I gotta steal that four-wheeler. Alright, I am back to right now. My neighbor came to say hi. The little kids love watching me split firewood. My neighbor's watching, so I answer your questions in a little bit. Yeah, no, you're watching. Here. Yeah, my neighbor's got 2 little kids and they like watching me. Can you make a lookout for my uncle? Have you ever used a mini flint splitter? No. Birch scrubber! What's up, guys? Earmuffs, wood splitter aren't that loud. Yeah, well, I don't want to be deaf. What is it, broke? I love these people that on this thing, they're like, it's not that loud, you don't need to wear earmuffs. I'm like,
I can't even hear anything right now.
I know, I can't hear, I have earmuffs on and I still can't hear you and you're next to me.
I know.
I don't know, people are crazy on this channel.
Wow, 224 people watching. Thank you. Eventually, I gotta get these lights because it's gonna start getting too dark. So I got the lights so I can see it's working. So eventually, I gotta use them. I don't know which one's right. I'll put this on because eventually I'm going to have to put it on so I can actually see. Alright, now I see spots because I just shined the light in my eyes. Beach Fleetwood, the way you want to split wood. I have no idea what that is. Only one person said anything about not being loud. The rest of us supported you. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I don't know. I get it all the time on this YouTube channel. Constantly, people saying, "Oh, don't wear headphones. Don't wear this." So I was just saying it just because it was funny. Because he was saying something about it. So, because some people are weird on here. Alright. I'm going to try to move this camera so where I'm throwing the wood and I look up to throw the wood, I'm not blinding you guys with this light so you can't see. Thanks, Birch Scrapper. Try to get a little light so you can see me, but I'm not planning on splitting too much longer. See, it's still shining at you. Here, I'll take off my hat. Go light up my face.
wish I had somewhere that I could just like put the light. I am an angel. I'd love to put the light somewhere. Alright, hopefully you can see. Now if I look at the camera, I can't see anything. Yes, it is 6:40. Normally around 6 o'clock it starts getting dark, and obviously it's getting closer and closer to winter, so eventually it's going to start getting dark at 4, which is why I really need to get a generator so I can have a light out here. So yeah, so I'm going to try to split wood for a little bit longer, just because I feel like it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the live. Thank you for the hearts.
Thank you so much for the hearts. Welcome to my live.
88 people. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna probably split for a little bit longer, and then I'm just gonna end the live somewhere around an hour. So another like 10 minutes or something. I'm just gonna end the live because it's getting dark. And I don't have good lighting to be able to keep splitting. So another 10 minutes to 20 minutes, I'm going to end my live. How you doing from Scotland? Thank you for joining. What's up, guys? Glad you- It's really cool and crazy to see where some of these people are watching from. Like Scotland, that's just, I'm in America, so it's just in South Jersey, so it's really cool to see how far people are actually watching my videos from. So if you're watching, feel free to let me know where you're watching from, because I enjoy seeing that stuff. From FC, is that South Carolina? Yeah, is that from South Carolina? Is SC? Perfect. Well, welcome. I've had people watching from all kinds of places. Pretty cool.
right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them now, because I got about 5 minutes left till I will end my live stream for today. And funny enough, I'll probably go inside my house, pull out my phone, and start watching people split firewood. All right, now I gotta find some of my stuff so I can bring it in. Get these lights off of my phone so I can actually take this off. So we had a decent amount of people watching. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll shine a light at my face so you can see. I just have to take it off my tripod. Ah, come on. All right. Try to make it so it's not super bright. All right. Now that I can't see what's in front of me, I'm going to end it now. We got 37 people watching, so If I had more, sometimes I try to stay on a little bit, but we got only a little bit of people watching. It's been an hour. I tried to live stream for about an hour and a half, but I started a little late. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this kind of content, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and so you can get notified for future videos from Glowing Firewood. So thank you, moderators. You are very, I'm very grateful for you guys. If anybody made a super chat and I missed it, thank you. Any last minute questions, feel free to ask them now, because I'm about to end the end my live. So if you have any questions, ask them now or wait for a video. All right, thanks for watching.